Welcome back everyone to another checklist rundown. Today we'll be going over Panini Impeccable EPL 2021-2022. First thing worth taking note of is what is in the box. It's pretty standard for Impeccable across the board: one base card, one parallel, one insert, one mem/auto, and 4 autos, adding up to 8 cards per box and 3 boxes per case. The next point worth taking note of is pretty obvious. This is the exact same rookie class that we have been talking about across multiple products for months, with the main exclusion of Anthony Elanga from the entire product. With that being said, let's focus in on the rookies that we do have in this product. Starting off with Gabrielle Martinelli. Gabby is the new number 11 at Arsenal, has solidified himself as a starter at the club level, and secured a role for the Brazilian national team for the upcoming World Cup. He's shown flashes of brilliance since his debut several years ago, and is one of the biggest young talents in England. Jacob Ramsey. He has worked his way into the starting 11 at Villa Park midway through last season and really made himself undroppable. His upward trajectory should be a steady climb as he gets even more games under his belt, and the assumption is that a big move is on the horizon for him. Carney Chukwuemeka. He is most likely going to be leaving Aston Villa this summer. There are dozens of teams across Europe trying to swoop in and sign him. Prime amongst those names mentioned is Barcelona, a team that is not lacking in strength and depth in the midfield, with an extremely wonderful track record for developing talent, as we can look at Pedri and Gavi. Should they push for a deal, I think it would do wonders for his development and help him reach his true potential as a prospect. Ivan Toney is a name that is currently being bantied around by Manchester United sources as a potential new signing going into the final month of the summer window. A move to a bigger club, no offense to Brentford, would do wonders for his sneaky value in the card market as well as his own career. Michael Olise. He burst through at Crystal Palace last year, taking over a role opposite Wilfried Zaha, and put on an otherworldly showing throughout the entire season for someone without any Premier League experience. Should his form continue into this upcoming season, I'm positive that a national team call-up will be on the books for him going forward. Cole Palmer. He has shown a steady movement upwards in the City squad, with so many departures from the team coming through this summer. His involvement in the first team should yet reach new heights for the title holders. Harvey Elliott. He is another player that has shown an upward trend in his minutes, even securing game time in the UCL last season. With a World Cup looming towards the end of the year and tired legs setting in for some of his teammates, I can't help but see him making a large leap forward in both game time and ability. Armando Broya. He is an interesting one. He showcased plenty of positives while on loan at Southampton last season, and Tuchel and Chelsea staff have been fighting to keep him all summer to evaluate his potential role with the team this upcoming season. Multiple teams have been pushing hard to sign him during this window. We may yet see him staying on board the Blues, playing as an yet undetermined role, or going out to a new club as a true starter. The only thing we know for certain is a lot of teams hold him in very high esteem. Joe Rhoden. He is on this list for one reason and one reason only: to highlight just how much Panini decided to highlight a 24-year-old center back. He has a base, illustrious ink, indelible ink, rookie auto, rookie metal auto, and of course a triple auto to his name in this product for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Truly astonishing. Now it's time to move on to the legends of the game. Starting off with David Beckham, one of the largest names in the entire sport to date. He will always make his way into products from Panini, and I hope he never stops. Truly a generational talent and a player whose reach goes well beyond what he accomplished on the pitch. Thierry Henry. Easily one of the most beloved figures in Arsenal history, a man with one of the silkiest first touches we've ever seen, and a man that was listed as the greatest player in the Premier League's history by 442. It's understandable why Panini enjoys putting him, much like Beckham, in most of the products they release. Wayne Rooney. He is the only player we'll mention that has cards for multiple teams, splitting between Manchester United and Everton. He's one of only 2 players to score more goals for England than Sir Bobby Charlton, and is still the all-time leading scorer for the English national team, as well as slowly becoming a well-respected manager now that his career has ended. Landon Donovan is one of the most recognizable faces in the U.S. men's national team history for a reason. He's the second highest goal scorer for the U.S. and had a long and respectable career leading American soccer forward to where we are today. Michael Owen. amazed in his debut for Liverpool, shocked the world during France '98, and had the world at his fingertips until injuries took all that away from him. One of England's top scorers all time and a member of the Galacticos, and one of the best strikers for the Premier League era. It is amazing how little respect Owen gets nowadays. Didier Drogba. He's one of the most well-known players of the EPL, a Chelsea great, and a player who is universally beloved by most passive fans of the game. He sees himself well represented in this year's product. Paul Scholes. He is probably the best midfielder the Prem has ever seen, and definitely the greatest in Manchester United's history. That being said, he also likes biting his daughter's toenails, so I guess that's a trade-off for greatness. Alan Shearer. He is the all-time leading scorer in the Premier League, the only English player to win 3 consecutive Golden Boots, the most recent player to lead Blackburn to a league title, and without a doubt the greatest player to have ever set foot in Newcastle. Another player wildly disrespected in the hobby, despite his absolute domination and greatness. Jean-Franco Zola. He ransacked Italy and Serie A for a decade before his move to Chelsea, where the sentiment was that due to his height, he would face a rude awakening and be manhandled. Instead, during his time at Chelsea, he launched a resurgence. Years before Jose Mourinho and Roman Abramovich, Zola fought tooth and nail to bring trophies and UCL back to Chelsea, culminating in him being voted by the fans as the greatest ever player in the club's history. Now that we've touched on the stars of the past, today's great players are strongly featured as well, starting with U.S. men's national team captain Christian Pulisic. He has a base, Canvas Creations, Extravagance Memorabilia Auto, Illustrious Ink, Club History Auto, Jersey Number Auto, Triple Auto, Stainless Stars Signature, Dual Materials, and a Logo Silver. Former, current, and potentially soon-to-be former again, Man United great Cristiano Ronaldo. He has a base, Canvas Creations, Elegance Jersey Auto, Jersey Number Auto, Impeccable Stars, Master Strokes, Stainless Stars Signatures, Logo Gold, and a Signature Stars. England's second highest goal scorer, Harry Kane. He has a base, Illustrious Ink, Club History Auto, Impeccable Stars Auto, Triple Auto, Indelible Ink, Master Strokes, Stainless Star Signature, Dual Material, Logo Gold, and Stainless Stars. South Korea's all-time leading goal scorer, Heung-min Son, has a base, Illustrious Ink, Club History Auto, Jersey Number Auto, Impeccable Stars, Triple Auto, Indelible Ink, Master Strokes, Logo Silver, and Stainless Stars. One of the greatest Belgian and Premier League midfielders, Kevin De Bruyne, has a base, Elegance Jersey Auto, Illustrious Ink, Impeccable Stars, Triple Auto, Master Strokes, Logo Gold, and Stainless Stars. And lastly, Croatia, Real Madrid, and forgotten Tottenham great, Luka Modric, has a Canvas Creations, Extravagance Memorabilia Auto, and Club History Autograph. Now for an honorable mention to some of the players that have received a spot on the Premier League logo list. Starting with gold going to Bukayo Saka, and silver going to Mo Salah, Phil Foden, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bruno Fernandes, Rafinha, Eberishi Eze, Kai Havertz, and Mason Mount. Now, for everyone's favorite segment, Beeb's Bold Ones. Today's bold one was originally set to be talking about high-end, and if this held weight compared to all the other high-end products that EPL teams have been put into. That's changed, mainly because I want to focus in on something a little bit different. The exclusion of Anthony Elanga and the lack of Liverpool autos memorabilia in the set, which I know isn't completely Panini's fault or in their control. And most importantly, the fact that this is an extremely high-end product that I think is probably the best product to get EPL cards from. This is the best one. It is high-end, it is exclusive to the EPL, unlike Obsidian, unlike with Immaculate. But it doesn't change the fact that they just cannot get a rookie class right. There has to be some exclusion or some way that they get it mixed up, and it is exhausting. It is tiring, and despite the fact that I do believe this is still the best product for this class, it's still upsetting. Now, with all that being said, it is time for you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, help the algorithm, follow us on Instagram, and with a link down below, you can join the Discord. Get in on the conversation with all of us. Till next time, guys.